All right, we now have Coach Elliott. Please go ahead with questions.
Hey, Coach, it's David Hubb with TigerNet. Looked like you had some success on that one, early drive, the second one, and then it was just a whole lot of nothing from that point until the one and the fourth. What happened? What went on that caused so many 3 and outs?
Just some missed opportunities, a couple of missed assignments, a couple of penalties, got us behind the chains, and just really kind of fell out of rhythm and was trying to figure out what's the best way to get us back in rhythm, and it took us a while after we had the success early.
Tony, this is Larry Williams with Tiger Illustrated. I know that you do most of your self-scouting stuff in the off season, but at this point with the struggle so pronounced, how much do you reevaluate sort of the philosophy, what you're doing, or how much can you do right now?
Right. That's a great question. We don't have to evaluate everything. We obviously figure out, what's the best plan moving forward to give these guys an opportunity to go win just the next game versus BC. We did some self-scout, tried to break a couple tendencies, but at the end of the day, it's our job as coaches to make sure that we put together the plan that best gives the kids an opportunity to be successful. And then from there, then they got to do their part and go make the plays.
Tony, it's Andrea Adelson with ESPN. Can you just give us a sense of how the players were feeling in the locker room afterward, after the loss?
Very disappointed. I don't think there's many players in that locker room that have been in this position, where they're 2-2. They have a certain, level of expectation, and every time they go out, they expect to win. The guys obviously, proud of how hard they play. They continue to fight, but we got to clean up mistakes, and obviously they're upset. They're not accustomed to this, but hopefully it'll be a defining moment, as I told them after the game, after Coach Sweeney addressed them, a defining moment, an opportunity for us to file away this pain and hurt.
Anything else?
Yeah. Hey, Tony, on there in the second overtime, the 3rd and 5 and 4th and 5, were those the 2 plays that were called, the throws to the end zone? Was there something set up? Did the defense do something, or what happened there?
No, the one there it was 2 downs, 4 down territory there, and was trying to sneak a little pop pass off of some of the quarterback run stuff, because we had two deals there. They covered it. They covered the running back out of the backfield. So obviously the quarterback's next progression is go outside. And then the last play, which is giving us a chance with a dual concept to get different coverage beaters, and the quarterback read it right. We didn't make the play.
Tony, this is Matt. Is there anything you can point to with? Can you hear me, Tony?
I got you.
Is there anything you can point to with the assignments? Is there anything you can point to with the assignments? With the offensive line trying to get
the assignments.
Okay.
Obviously, the last couple of weeks it's been a different front. So there's a lot of different communications with that odd structure. I think the guys are giving the effort, but one of the first part of our formula for success is to give effort with technique, and so we got to reevaluate the technique. So some of it's going to be experience. Things happen fast, and so I'm looking at everything. Same thing with myself. Just evaluating to see what I can do better to help these young men be successful.
Anything else, Coach?
Tony, this is Larry again. Did it look like?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you there.
On the last play, it looked like Ross didn't get his arms out. Did you have a good look at that at all, or?
Oh, I didn't have a great look. I don't know if he lost the ball or what it was. I thought it was put in a situation to give him a chance, and for one reason or another, we just didn't come down with the play.
Anything else for Coach?
Hey, Tony, it's David again. Now, with 2 heartbreaking losses in 4 weeks, how do you get these guys to come into practice, Monday and buy back in and, kind of keep their head about them?
I think it's just reminding them, the coaches, and everybody in the program, what our program was built on, add to the belief. And the only people that are going to get us out of this situation is us. And it's going to take us believing and unifying and coming together and not letting the outside world, the outside voices divide us. Because we know it's going to come, obviously, and rightfully so. We haven't done our best on the field. And so when you're in this arena, you subject yourself to criticism. So we know that's coming. But they got to do a good amount of noise, simplifying their life, and going back to work and trying to salvage what they got. They got left in the season. We're 2-2, and we got 8 more ball games. With an opportunity to win. All of those. And so obviously that's got to be the focus. It's just reset, own the mistakes of the loss, and move forward and focus on going 1-0 next week versus BC.
Heading into the overtime, you were 1 of 9 on 3rd down. DJ just didn't look comfortable on 3rd down, and some of the throws didn't look like they were there. Was that from what you saw on the wide receivers? Was that on DJ, or maybe a combo of both?
I got to evaluate that to just be fair to all those guys. I'll evaluate it when we look on film. There were some opportunities, and we just missed some opportunities in the game. Especially early. That if we get to some of those opportunities, it's going to generate more momentum. For us going forward.
Tony, this is Matt again, and I'm sorry I was having some troubles and might have missed this earlier. But from the first quarter, when you guys had that streak of drives that just kept being 3 and out, I think it went all the way well into the second half. Have you ever been in a situation like this where it just felt like nothing was going right, nothing you called seemed to be working?
I don't recall a situation in particular like this, but obviously you learn from it. That we'll be able to address, figure out what the issues were, and go to work on correcting those issues. So learning from those mistakes so that we can prevent them, hopefully in the future.
Anything else for
Can
Coach?
you remember? Yeah, can you remember the last time you almost finished a regulation game with just 40 plays there through 4 quarters?
Yeah, that's. First up, the better of sustaining drive, keep the defense off the field. The flip side of that is we only had 40 plays. The defense ended up being on the field for plays, and so we got to do our part as one of the 3 parts of the team of helping the other team, supporting the other team by finding a way to make those plays. Find a way to make those blocks, cut down on the penalties, cut down on the critical mistakes and errors, so that we can sustain drives, so that we don't have a situation where we only have 40 plays at the end of regulation.
All right. With that, we'll wrap up, Coach. Thank you, everyone.